Hi guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am back with another process video for Memory Lane Scrapbook using the gorgeous Echo Park Fashionista Collection. And so I've printed out this cut file that I know that I want to use, and I've just cut it in some black cardstock. And this is a cut file that is from the Silhouette Paige Evans collection. And what I am going to do is I'm working with these photos of my daughter, and I think I'm only going to use one. I just haven't decided if I want the close-up or the far-away shot. And what I'm going to do is take all of these papers from the Fashionista collection and cut them into sections like you see me doing right here to back this cut file. And so through the magic of YouTube, I have gone off screen and have that totally backed with all of the gorgeous paper that came in this collection. So I'm just going to grab a piece of washi tape, and this is just from my stash, and I'm going to take it and put it along the top edge of my traveler's notebook across both pages. And I am doing that because I just want that tiny little detail to be there at the top of the page. And then you can see I've already cut a piece of that kind of light pink cardstock paper that also comes in the Fashionista collection. And I'm going to use that as my 2 pages in my traveler's notebook. So I am going to cover up those white pages with this, the lighter of the 2 pinks. So all of the cardstock in this collection comes two-tone. So I'm using the lighter side for this particular layout because I really like the way that that kind of pinkish coral makes my cut file that I created pop up off the page. Because obviously I want the focus to be on the photo of my daughter. And then as a secondary focus is that amazing cut file work that kind of showcases this paper and adds this really neat detail. So once I'm happy with how all of that is laying, which takes me a second here, I just trim off that little piece of extra washi in the middle is what I was doing there, kind of off screen a little bit. And I did put some washi tape on the back of my cut file that's like my junk washi tape to make sure all those little pieces stay stuck together to the back of the cut file. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue that in on the right-hand side. And then I'm going to take the photo of my daughter, and I have matted it on just a tiny border of white cardstock. And that is probably my favorite way to kind of make that picture stand out and shine on the layout, is to have just that really thin border of white cardstock, because it does really kind of make it it makes it look finished to me. And then I'm going to grab some more of the paper that I have left from this collection, and I'm just going to start layering up some strips on that left-hand edge of my photo. So the reason I am doing this is because the right-hand side of the layout is very heavy with all of those different gorgeous colors and patterns. So I need something to balance that out and make the left side of the layout also have some weight. So that, you know, when you're looking at this as a total spread, it's going to flow and your eye's not just going to skip by the photo of my daughter completely and go over to the other side. And so I have those, and I cut one in a banner and the other ones are just cut as regular straight like matting layers behind my photo. And I was trying really hard to get this frame in there, and it wasn't working for me. So I scrapped and scrapped that idea, got rid of it. So I'm going to kind of glue those 3 layers together and then add them to the back of my photo. And I know that I want to have room on the bottom to write a letter to my daughter because, as you know by now, I'm sure, in my traveler's notebooks, I do an insert for each one of my kids where I'm writing letters to them. And so this is going to include a letter to my daughter at the bottom. And then I'm going to grab these really gorgeous alphabets, and I absolutely love this alphabet. It's from Freckled Fawn, and it's one that was designed by Jen Scow. And so I want my title to be Hello Gorgeous because that's what that little die cut piece says on it, but I couldn't get that die cut piece to work down here. So instead, I'm going to take that same title sentiment and make it bigger. So I'm using the white puffy stickers to write out hello, and then I'm going to go ahead and write gorgeous in the black. And these are the same, like it's the same text in the same font, it's just a different color. And it looks in the video like that white doesn't show up very well, but when you look at the photos in the close-up, you're going to see that it actually shows up better than it looks on the screen. So I have that Hello Gorgeous, and then I also have this little tag I found that I wanted to use. So I just took some black ribbon to kind of put through the top of that tag. And I'm a little bit off screen there, but all I'm doing is just cutting the ends of that tag so that they're going to look the way that I want them to look. And then I'm going to go ahead and add that in that bottom corner of my photo, and it's going to take up that little space between where my title words ended, and it nestles in that little corner really well. And so I kind of like that detail, and I like that it adds a little bit of texture that wasn't necessarily in this layout down in that corner. And then I am going to go ahead and make sure that I am happy with where things are, and I decide I want a couple more little pieces of ephemera tucked in underneath my photo at the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I add that letter to my daughter down at the bottom. So it's just talking about the fact that I love that she can be both a like rough and tumble, hang out and go camping in the forest, and then she can also be a girly girl and want to get all dressed up and girly and sparkly and those types of things. And I love that she is both of those things, not just one or the other. And that is basically going to do it for this layout. Trying to think, that's basically it. Oh yes, I I did go back and add some of these little puffy sticker black hearts. These are from Illustrated Faith. And I'm sorry about that, guys. I actually did this one a couple of days ago, and I've been having computer issues while I'm here at Creativation, so I haven't been able to get it posted. But that is going to be that final detail. And there you're going to see those close-ups where you can tell that that alphabet really does kind of stand out, as well as some of the detail with that cut file. And so I hope you will grab this gorgeous collection and use it with a cut file, because the papers themselves are just too beautiful to have covered up in mats. They definitely need to be showcased. And we'll see you again soon.